What's up, guys? It's Thursday, November 20th. I'm doing a vlog update of the Worlds. I just competed at the World Championships on November 15th in Boston, Massachusetts, and it was a awesome experience. Of course, it's nice placing in the top five of the middleweight class. I ended up taking fourth in a very stacked class. When you have Cleveland Thomas and Siobhan Cunningham, two of the best natural bodybuilders in the world, in your class. Just cracking the top five, is, in my opinion, something to be proud of. And for me, the placing's really not too important. Of course, the goal was definitely to place well, but just sharing the experience, with the other coaches of 3D Muscle Journey. Eric Helms and Alberto Nunez was there. Unfortunately, Brad Loomis couldn't be there because he basically had to stay back home and work his other job. But he was definitely here with me. And those three guys, for the past 5 years since they've come into my life, have really helped me to get to where I am now. Not just, in the bodybuilding world, but, as a person, outside the gym, they've helped me tremendously become, a better person. And I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me. And I want to thank my brother Paul. He's given me, unconditional support and love, since we've been like this small. So basically, thank you, bro. Love you, and we did it, man. We made it. We made it to the top five. So it's really great being able to share that with him as well. And then our other 3DMJ athletes that we had there competing, our sponsored athlete, Carl Nelson, competed in the bantamweight class of the Amateur Worlds, took the bantams, earned his pro card. So to be able to, share that experience with him, not only as a coach, but also as athlete and athlete, sharing backstage experiences. It's awesome. And then we had other athletes competing as well. That were competing as pros. So you know, and also we had 3DMJ athletes, that live on the East Coast come to support us. So it was just all in all a great experience. Great way to cap my season. Sharing it with people that I care about, sharing it with friends, sharing it with teammates, and sharing it with the 3DMJ family. And I can't thank them enough for all the support and encouragement and just the camaraderie. It just was an awesome experience. But yeah, it's just, a 50-week prep. Um, it's kind of funny because, I remember Alberto posted up a YouTube video. We went out to my last meal before I started prep. I had a big cheeseburger from the Cheesecake Factory, and one of the comments from it was, in before Jeff Alberts does a 92-week prep. And yeah, so basically, it was a kind of a sarcastic comment. At least that's the way I took it, and that, hey, I'm gonna do this long ass prep. But I think I've kind of proven the point, that 50 weeks of prep, it yielded some pretty good results. It was my best ever physique. I chased the physique. I didn't chase shows this season, and because I was patient, gave myself the time, I was able to bring the physique I wanted to bring, and more muscle mass, better conditioning, better symmetry, better posing. Everything just fell into place. And regardless of kind of where I placed, I'm pretty happy with what I attained. And my goal is to attain the best physique and do it in a way that um, was practical for my life schedule. So, this whole prep was built around my life schedule and not the other way around. I made sure my family was first for the most part. At times it was a little challenging, but I made it a priority to try to make sure that my prep you know, didn't come first. That my family was first, work was first, friends were first, and I've really tried to have a balanced approach to the sport and with life. And I think, I was pretty successful with that. And that's something I'm probably more proud of than, a top 5 finish, is just the fact that I was able to bring my best physique without having a training schedule, without having a meal schedule, without, having these OCD things that us bodybuilders typically tend to have. We're a little OCD when it comes to our food, little OCD when it comes to training and cardio. So basically, I had a lot of questions through the prep. Hey, what's your training like? What training program do you run? Where's your macros at? And a lot of times, I didn't really share too much of that, is because it was always changing, meaning flexible. So my approach to prep was flexible. It's flexible bodybuilding. Like, there's flexible dieting. Basically, for me, it's flexible bodybuilding. And of course, because I'm pretty experienced and I've been competing since 1993, I basically am pretty aware of what I need to do. And so there's days where I couldn't train because I had other things to do with family. I simply would just train the next day. If I couldn't have lunch at a specific time, well, I just ate lunch an hour later. So things like that. It's just flexible, and I let go of those little things that we tend to worry about a little too much, that really don't affect the end result too much. But at times, I think we can really overstress them, thinking that they will make things better. So yeah, just I'm kind of rambling now, but I want to thank you guys here on YouTube, and whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, for all the support, the encouragement, the positivity. It really did, help me to keep going, kept me motivated at times. It always feels good to get good feedback, even some of the negative, because I did get a little bit of negative. That is, feedback, if it's constructive, that I use to help better myself. So I really do appreciate your guys' support and encouragement and the feedback. It really does help me become a better athlete. And so moving forward, of course, I've been stressing this whole time that this is a continuum. Just because the shows are over with doesn't mean my journey's over with. This is a continuum. And I think the shirt I'm wearing is a great shirt, and it fits well for this part of the video. And that, for me, there is no finish line. The finish line will come is when I decide that I'm not having fun with this anymore and I hang it up. But right now, I'm enjoying the shit out of this. I love the sport, and I love the fact that I'm able to participate in the sport and keep a nice balance with life. And I think as long as I keep putting life in front of bodybuilding, I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to keep excelling at it.
you say about your stack?
My stack is jacked.
You know what that means?
Get it!
What's your 1 rep max on rows, Jeff?